Today I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how you can use segmented picking to assess the yield characteristics of your crop. It's regularly used to assess differences between varieties or differences for management techniques. Many of you will be familiar with CSD's roadshows where they present segmented picking data or box mapping data. And what we've found with these high yielding Bollgard 3 varieties is that a lot of that extra yield often come from the top third of the plant in the extra positions. And we're using it in this experiment today to look at the impact that different levels of retention are having on how this crop developed its final yield. Essentially, what we do with segmented picking is we divide the crop canopy into sections based on the fruiting branches. You can see here that we've placed pegs within this canopy, and we've placed a peg at the very first fruiting branch down here at the bottom. And then for this experiment, because we implemented different levels of retention every 5 fruiting branches, we've placed a peg on every 5th fruiting branch moving our way up through the canopy. We then go into the canopy and hand pick the cotton from each section. And in this case, we're recording the first position bolls on those first 5 fruiting branches. We pick those, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case for that plant, we've got 5 first position fruit on those 5 fruiting branches, and we place that into a labelled bag so that we've now got a count of the number of bolls that were in that part of the canopy, and we've also now got the seed cotton so we can work out a weight from that section. We then move to the next segment and we've got 1, 2, 3, only 4 in that one because this last P1 here was missing. Those 4 bolls go into a bag and we write down those bolls that are in there. So you can see that we're developing a map of the canopy in terms of boll number, but we've also got a measure of boll size. And when we divide those two with each other, we can tell where the biggest bolls were within this canopy, where the majority of those bolls were. And when we go through and pick this trial, and we might have a yield of 12 to 13 bales per hectare, we can actually tell whereabouts in the canopy that yield was actually derived and relate that back to management during the season. If you're using this for your research or as an on-farm assessment, you can make the division of the canopy as complicated or as simple as you like. And it might be perfectly suitable for your circumstances to just divide this canopy into 3 sections: the bottom part of the canopy, the middle and the top third. But at the end of the day, just wanted to highlight the usefulness of segmented picking in terms of being able to understand when you get a yield at the end of the season, how that yield related to how the crop has grown and then potentially different events that have occurred in that crop during its growth.